Today's sponsor is Audible.com, a leading provider of spoken audio information and entertainment. Listen to audiobooks whenever and wherever you want. Visit audible.com/ZachGeorge for a free 30-day trial and a free audiobook. Subscribe to my channel if you think that dogs are smart and if you believe that the most potent form of learning comes about through connection and not correction. Like me on Facebook at facebook.com/TheZachGeorge if you want even more access to dog training info. Are fluffy puppies the best or what? Tell me in the comments below, and while you're there, click thumbs up. It helps more people learn about positive, humane dog training. You guys are gonna love today's video. This is Piper. She's an Australian Shepherd puppy, and she doesn't even have her grown-up teeth yet, and she's so young, and she's doing so well with her training. You're working on teaching her to speak like a normal speak, like a ruff, and a quiet speak, which is like a woof. Is that right?
That's right.
So you're using clicker training today. The clicker simply means, good dog, I like what you did.
You earn a treat.
Exactly. If you need to know more about how clicker training works, check the description below for an introduction to clicker training. She's got your clicker. I'd say that she loves clicker training. What do you guys think? What have you been running into when you teach her speak and quiet and so forth?
She starts to get pretty frustrated and she'll only give me the loud bark. She doesn't do the quiet bark anymore once she gets to that point.
We'll go over how to teach your dog speak, even though Piper already knows, but then we'll go over how to refine it and clean up our communication a little bit to where we can make it even a little bit more subtle. Since we know from the beginning that we want to teach both a normal speak and a quiet speak or a whisper-like speak, we want to be sure to acknowledge them both. As long as you're really clear about your communication, you can easily teach two things at a time. Looks like you're using real meat today, right?
Yes.
That's right, most dogs love real meat. If you just simply hold the meat, letting them know you have it, most dogs will eventually try and communicate to you that they're unclear on what you want because they're accustomed to getting the treat when you have it out. So the way most dogs will communicate that is by barking, at which time we would say speak when they bark or quiet when they whisper and give us a soft bark. Let Piper know you've got the treat there, and then just without saying anything, we're just gonna wait for Piper's eyes to light up. And when her eyes light up, as if to say, I'm thinking about speaking, you can go ahead and click and reward.
Speak.
Did you see that?
Speak.
Very good, so she's doing really well with this. Understand that when you do teach your dog to speak, it can get kind of out of control pretty quickly once they realize that barking will get them food. So it's important to ignore the barking that you're not asking for. Just like this right now, we're not asking for speak. Piper is saying, wait a minute, I was barking, I was getting food, what's going on here? So what we're trying to communicate is, only bark when I ask for it. For general barking that we don't like, I'll have a video in the description of this video if you want to teach your dog how to not bark, for example, when someone walks past your house. Speak is looking amazing here. A quiet bark is going to be a bit more of a challenge, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is a good way to practice sincerity with our dogs, not just for you, but for you guys at home as well. Sincerity is a vital part of teaching our dogs. Dogs are very intelligent and they pick up on our voice inflections, they really do. Whenever we're teaching a new concept to our dog, it oftentimes will be easier for them to absorb something new when we're close to them and there's not so much distance between our eyes. And this provides your dog as comfortable with you being close to them. But we're going to see if we can get a speak. You know, even whisper it and see what you can get. Look.
Quietly.
Well, and actually right there, we kind of missed an opportunity. Did you see that pre-bark that she did there? That was a kind of a quieter bark. We should have acknowledged that. That's hard to do in the moment. Quietly. That's going to be the word we're going to use to communicate a soft bark.
Quietly.
Yes, right there. If she does bark louder, simply withhold the reward because she knows speak pretty well, actually.
Quietly.
Yes, good. Look at this. Very good. This is awesome. Get into a nice groove here. Just let's see if we can get this a few times in a row.
Quietly.
It's really impressive to see this. It's good because it's really fine-tuning communication. That's the bigger picture here because she's understanding these subtle differences. The most advanced types of training out there are done through communication like this, not through force, not through choke chains or e-collars or anything like that. You have to really connect and communicate with your dog in order to teach things like this. Why don't we start to combine the two here? Ask for the whisper. Again, if Piper does a loud speak on a whisper or a quiet request, then simply say no and withhold the reward. You know, This is about teaching our dogs to think.
Quietly.
Yeah, nice work. Let's go with the speak now.
Speak.
Yeah,
No.
middle of the road there. And those are the calls you're gonna have to make as an individual. Every dog is different, every relationship is different. So you need to use your judgment in these cases, because that was in between. No big deal.
Speak. Speak.
Yeah, that was good. And you could just see in Piper's eyes, okay, let me think about this one. I know this one. This is such a young dog, 4 months old, learning this fairly advanced concept on how to control her bark. I think that's wonderful. Dogs are so much smarter than people give them credit for, and you're very good at this. You're a perfect illustration of what it means to love and connect with a dog. Very nice work.
Thank you.
I talk a lot about being consistent and how it's important to be consistent when you're teaching your dog. Right now I'm listening to the audiobook 11 Rings by Phil Jackson. It's a great book about living up to our own standards as well as bringing out the best in others. Don't compromise, stay focused, and be consistent. It's true in sports, in life, and in dog training. Audible is giving a free 30-day trial to viewers of the Dog Training Revolution. Just check the description or visit audible.com/ZachGeorge for a free audiobook and a free 30-day trial. Once again, that's audible.com/ZachGeorge. Corinne, you guys are such a pleasure to watch. You're doing a really, really good job.
Thank you.
What are you enjoying most about teaching Piper?
I really like seeing her breakthroughs when she finally gets it.
Are fluffy puppies the best or what? Tell me in the comments below. Also, click thumbs up so more people are aware of how fun training can be. Like me on Facebook at facebook.com/TheZachGeorge, and make sure you're subscribed so you can see all my future videos. And if you're new to dog training, check out a lot of my past videos. I've enjoyed it thoroughly, and we'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.